Hello. Look at what I've gone ahead and done. Look at what I've turned into. I've turned into the thing that I hate most. A commentary YouTuber. Listen, here's the fact of the matter. I put some lunch club member in the thumbnail. I put, you know, probably jschlatt or call me Carson or slimecicle or whatever, and it probably drew a bunch of people that are like, oh my gosh, I love SMP Live. Look at those funny bits, you know, jschlatt coin, you know the other ones. But this bit that I want to talk about, it comes from one of Call Me Carson's old YouTube videos where he's looking at these weird YouTube channels, and it goes to Peter Caine dog training. Now Ted Nivision, who was the guy that introduced the whole thing to the group, actually made a full video on this guy earlier, like a couple years ago, and it's really awesome and you should totally check it out. I'll put a link somewhere, maybe here or down there or whatever. But what neither video chooses to acknowledge is that Peter Caine as a human is probably one of, if not the greatest performers of our time. I have a couple of his works queued up for me, and we're gonna sit through them and we're gonna watch them, and we're just gonna go from there. And just I want to make it very clear to you just how beautiful of an artist Peter Caine truly is. He knows his stuff about dogs, but it's just so much more. Just so much more.
You have to understand, I do this for a living. I work with animals for a living. You know, I don't have a kid running around here. Do you have a child? Maybe a raven wouldn't be such a good idea. Love is not enough for the raven, it's the truth.
First of all, I want to make it very clear that Peter Caine has a raven not just because of the weirdness of his job, you know, he trains animals and all that. It's more than that. What Peter's actually doing here is calling back to one of the greatest artists of the 1800s, and that would be Edgar Allan Poe. What we know for certain is that Edgar Allan Poe had a fascination with birds. He even wrote one of his most famous poems, The Raven, talking about a bird, particularly the raven in and of itself. And I think it's no surprise to anybody that the artist, the absolute artist, known as Peter Caine, would have a raven as a pet. And it goes even more so to follow this theme. The raven in Poe's work is supposed to symbolize the dread and the horror of the main character's feelings about certain events that have happened in his life, or the fear of what the raven represents. And in this case, Peter makes it excruciatingly clear that the raven that he has himself has caused him nothing but pure agony.
He can go wherever. He's sort of like a cat, but think about this. I'll give you an example of how a raven can be a pain in the ass. They're a bird, so they have to take a bath. So you have to leave like a big tub of water. I have to leave like a big giant tub out for him. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. He doesn't give a shit. He's a fucking raven.
This man is tortured by the plight that he's put on himself by taking this raven as a pet. Who knows why? I'm sure he elaborates on it in any number of his videos why he has a raven as a pet. But it's very clear that at this present moment, the only thing that the raven's done is give him pain and give him suffering. That, and of course, give him 1.6 million views. Now you've seen, I mean, again, I put a lunch club person in this thumbnail. You've probably seen those two videos. You probably wanted me to do a little joke, little jokester, a little bit of a ha 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 about those videos. But here's the deal. It gets deeper. Peter Caine started uploading videos 10 years ago. 10 years. So there is an entire swath of videos, and I implore you, check them out. He still uploads to this day. He streamed 5 times on the day that I'm recording this. And let me tell you, reading these stream titles, it seems like a story, bro. Sometimes you can't say it enough. Girl screams while dogs eat. Dealing with cheating. She can read my mood. Jeff Bezos isn't that rich. I feel like freaking Walter White, bro. I'm dying of laughter and then I'm dying coughing. Can't believe I'm making Breaking Bad references in 2021. Everything hurts. But yeah, he still uploads to this day, and that's fascinating. But I want to go back to some of his earlier works, because let me tell you, they actually kind of they kind of horrify me a little bit. Let's look at his first video. Take him to the Hajj. I think that's how you say it. Side note, this is actually his second video, but his first video just is him recording a homeless guy. So I'm just not. This one is 58 seconds. He's in his car. Should not be weird or anything strange, but maybe some fun laughs or whatever.
If you think about food training, it makes no sense. If you think about, you know, that a cow is a grazing animal, so that might make sense to put a food bag on a horse. A horse is the same thing, and it can work while it eats. But to train a dog to eat while it's working is extremely unnatural. The dog will run, kill its prey, and eat it. It doesn't eat it while it's trying to kill the prey again. It's unnatural to be working your dog and giving it food. And if you think about it that way, that it's like an unnatural way for the animal to be trained, considering its behavior, it constitutes cruelty to the animal. And as far as I'm concerned, they could take Gene Donaldson and all our food trainers, take him to the Hague.
Huh?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Okay, so it's weird. He's talking about like horse stuff here, and I think the entire time there's like a horse sound effect. It's funny. And what is that? What is that? Why? Nope, not about that. I'm done. Nope, Okay, but it was like 10 years ago. It was probably just a little weird or whatever. I don't freaking know. Alright, we'll do one more. It's getting a little long. Talk about Donaldson or get off the stage. Looks like a stand-up bit or something like that. I don't freaking know.
You know, the greatest thing about America is it truly is the melting pot. You know, people come from all over the planet to fulfill their dreams right here in the United States.
What is... Wait. What? He's freaking cursing me, bro. I feel like an aura of a curse is being laid upon me through these videos. I don't freaking know where we're going from here. Okay, let's break this down. You have an old man mannequin with sunglasses. You have just randomly strewn about utensils. You have Hitler. I'll probably have to censor that name, but you have him. You have just a bike tire. That one has a penis. That one, yep, that one's got a penis. Do you understand this? This is post-irony in 2010. I didn't think that such a thing existed. I thought we were currently in the era of post-irony, but yet here we are. 10 years ago, and Peter Caine has invented post-irony through Talk About Donaldson or Get Off the Stage. What we are seeing here is actually art. It's actually the most beautiful thing you could ever experience. I gotta tell somebody. I gotta Yeah, freaking. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna pee in my pants. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, it's impossible for me not to fall in love with you, baby.